Coach DeBoer make his opening statement, and we'll go ahead and take some questions. Coach?
Yeah, just really disappointed in the outcome, and that we played a lot of great snaps out there, but the turnover battle obviously got killed there, and that became the game. And we've done a great job of taking care of it. We've done a good job of taking it off of teams, and I think probably 17 points coming off of turnovers and the short field at the beginning where they got a field goal on the punt return. So, we missed our opportunities for sure, and that's what hurt so much. I have no doubt about how to respond, but the guys are disappointed and frustrated about how this ended up here because that's the moment we're in. So,
start with Charlie here, front row right.
You mentioned the word frustrating. How frustrating is it to nearly double them up in yards and still come away with a 2-point loss?
Yeah, that's it. I just feel like throughout the game, we really didn't feel like we couldn't move the ball. Felt like we couldn't put it in the end zone. There was, just these one-off plays that, were the takeaways. And so, and then it just became an uphill battle, and if you can take the lead and extend the lead when it was 21-20, then it can potentially become a whole different game. But, again, the guys are going to fight. I know the character of the team, but that's the part that is just, really frustrating for everyone. And is that you win the time of possession, you win everything pretty much. Total yards, and you come away with a loss. And so again, they're a good football team, and when you give them those chances, that's what you get.
Go to Nick, far left.
Yeah, the field goal before halftime or that attempt, what kind of went wrong there? Just walk me through what happened.
Yeah, it's a little bit of the same as the last time that we missed one. And just we can get a little better snap, but we can make the kick too. It's a little bit of everything on the execution from snap to the kick, and so we got to find a way to kick it through. When it's not perfect, we got to find a way to execute better, just on the whole thing, on the whole operation.
Go to Katie, front left here.
You got the ball back with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Just kind of what was the strategy time-wise there? Were y'all going to milk the clock all the way down, kick a field goal, trying to score a touchdown? Just kind of what was the approach there on offense?
Yeah, you don't start that way. You're just trying to get you out of your own end zone. With the ball on our own 6, you're just trying to get a first down, and then you're trying to get another one. And felt good about the situation. We knew we just needed a field goal to win it, but it was more about just getting out of your own territory. And even if we had to punt with the 2 timeouts, and you're thinking the 2-minute warning, that we can flip the field and get an opportunity there. But then just the grind that it was, it becomes a situation where you get down to 2 minutes. And again, that wasn't what the intention was going in, is to have this be one possession. I think, most people would be on the same page thinking that you probably got 2 possessions here left to go win it.
Let's go to Chase on the right up the middle there.
Offensively, going back the last several games, South Carolina kind of struggled the first 3 quarters or so against LSU up and down. And then obviously tonight, do you see a larger trend that you see as troubling for the offense?
Oh, well, I think we had almost 275 yards in the first half. What's disappointing is the turnovers, because even the interception, we were working in deep into their territory, the interception for a touchdown, and then we just gave them the ball in our own territory a couple times there. So I felt like, yeah, it wasn't perfect, but we were facing a very good defense, and we understood that. And, I felt like we were executing better today than we have probably the previous couple weeks against a very good defense. And so, just the big mistakes are the ones that hurt us.
Go Colin, front right.
Do you feel like you said you executed better than you have in previous weeks, but do you feel like the run game took a step forward, or do you feel like it was a lot on Ty's shoulders?
Yeah, I think it felt like there was opportunities where we had seams to run the football more so than we have. And, there's still times, again, they're very good against the run. And so, I'll watch the film more detail and see. But I thought our belief in doing it is continued to head in the right direction.
Let's go to Joe right behind.
Coach, you mentioned the turnovers, but this is the 5th straight game with a sack fumble. What's your message to Ty in those situations, and what are your thoughts on the protection they received tonight?
Yeah, it's with the pressure that they brought, he's got to get rid of it and be okay with throwing it away. You can only hold on so long, and this game could have gone a whole different direction. You know, a one play got him, you know, with the pressure and the interception for a touchdown. Then the strip sack that we're talking about. So I thought he, you know, again, it goes back to most of the snaps we played pretty good football, but it's the ones that were big that really hurt us.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep.
I got game books over here.
Ian, we good? Just test 3-2.
most of the plays we played well.
We played great. We played except to play with.
I think there's a bunch of games where I could argue most of the plays they didn't like earlier in the season. All right.
I did. Okay, you good?
Talk again?
Test.
Yeah.
Thanks, Max. Yes.
Get it from there out?
Okay. Yeah, but just make sure you get a shot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's it.
You guys feel like we left some plays out there because you were really close. I know you guys determined those you know a lot, but I feel like we left some out there.
You staying in Birmingham tonight? I don't know, man. What's the big deal? All right. Sorry.
Good chance. Auburn game tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Yeah.
Are we getting brunch with that again?
No, I gotta do a package because I gotta do something for 5 tomorrow. He's a bad son. Like, not a good son. Maybe Jared. There we go.
Give me space, please.
How's everybody doing?
Ty, what do you think about the way the defense played tonight?
Defense stepped up as usual. They played good the last couple weeks, and they really kept us in the game, to be honest. So, credit to those guys, and they worked their tails off, and I expect nothing less.
You guys did not turn the ball over much at all this year. I mean, especially interceptions. What was different tonight?
Yeah, of course, right? Like, they brought some exotic stuff that we hadn't seen before. And I got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. I think we all need to do a better job of taking the ball and taking care of the ball on offense, because that's what killed us, right? I don't think they had any turnovers. We had 3. So yeah.
You moved the ball. You had success moving the ball, so I guess that even makes it more frustrating because it wasn't like it shut you down. Other than turnovers, you were able to move it.
Yeah, we just shot ourselves in the foot. Credit to Oklahoma, Coach Venables. They had a good scheme. They did a good job, and they played their tails off. But we there's about 10 plays that Wish we could add back. I feel like the outcome would be different.
Hey, Todd, one of those 10 plays, 21-20 is third down. You guys have been great on third down all year. You missed Jerm over the middle. What happened on that play?
21-20. Which one was that again?
It was a third down at about 6 or 7, and you guys said you ended up punting it back, but you missed Jerm over the middle, I believe.
Yeah. Maybe it was a scramble. Maybe I can't exactly remember. But I think, just kind of part of it, right? I need to do a better job of just kind of being quiet in the pocket, set my feet, and we need to do a better job of scramble rules and just making the easy stuff.
Did you have supreme confidence on that last drive that you're going to go down and kick the field goal and win the game?
Yeah, absolutely. I knew they were going to bring 0 at some point or another. They brought it on that last play. Just wish I would have had maybe a better route or different type of answer.
Todd, knowing how you guys responded after your first loss this season, how confident are you that you guys can answer that bell again?
Yeah, very confident. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. You got to win out now.
What was the locker room?
I mean, as expected, right? Like everybody's mad. We should felt like that. There's about a handful of plays that we wish we could have had back. Outcome would have been differently. But these guys are resilient. I mean, these guys, fight their tails off every single day. And we're just going to stay together, right? We still got 2 more games, and we control our own destiny, and that's what we need to do.
On a positive note, Daniel Hill really felt like he brought something to your run game, some tough runs.
Yeah, absolutely. Daniel does a good job. He's a tough kid. Puts his pads down. He's a big back, and brought our run game to life.
Fifth straight game with a sack fumble. What's the messaging from Coach Ford to you, and what's your thoughts on protecting football in that fashion?
Yeah, just get the ball out, just throw it away. That's about it.
So where's your mind at right now?
Upset, right? Felt like I could have done some stuff differently. Just is upsetting. I don't know much to say. Just frustrating. It's gonna move on.
When's the first time you'll go back and watch this game? I'll start breaking it down tonight.
Yeah, I'll go watch it tonight.
Other than ball security, are there one or two things that you think you guys really need to improve on where you need to be as an offense?
Just being on the same page on when they check our checks, need to be better and me protection checks. And of course, running the ball.
What was the most difficult part about the blitz? Because you guys really seem to be struggling against it all night.
Yeah, they were just putting a lot of guys on the line, and like we knew what they would do. They would drop some, then bring some, and then when we get, they get 2 in the back, and that was that.
Coach Williams had the best game of his career. What do you think about his play? What bright spot?
I expect nothing less. Seen that for about 3 weeks now. Get good players the ball and they make good plays.
When you say they bring exotic blitzes, can you sort of help us understand what you mean by?
Yeah, so they brought it one time that was on tape. It was against Tennessee, and so they were putting five guys on the line of scrimmage, and they were bringing 2 off the edge. That's what I threw my pick 6 on. It's what I fumbled on. Then there's one time where I picked it up and they checked out of it and they brought it to the other side. So credit to them. I just need, that's it.
I don't know if it was just early in the game, but it looked like right before the snap they would sort of flip what they were showing you. What was it like to handle that?
We kind of assumed that they would do that. Coach Venables is very smart, does a good job. So we got to come up with a solution to where if people check our checks, how we're going to do it, and just kind of playing ball.
There's a lot of fans out there that are kind of fixated on the bigger picture of a loss like this, whether it's SEC championship, whether it's CFP. How do you kind of respond to that, and what's kind of your, I guess, Alabama's kind of approach to, the bigger picture?
Yeah, I feel like that's our problem. Like, people are fixated on the bigger picture, right? Like, we got to freaking, win next week. Nothing's guaranteed. Like, in this league, that was a good team. You saw what Texas A&M did today. They played a good team, right? Like, we just got to keep winning. We control our own destiny. But yeah, I feel like that's a big problem of people in general just fixated on the whole outcome instead of being process oriented.
Do you think that crept into the locker room?
Absolutely not. Like, I felt like that we were all dialed all week, and like I said, like 10 plays differently, like it's a different ball game.
So safe to say, does it feel like the same as last year's loss to Oklahoma?
Absolutely not. It's honestly probably more frustrating because we, had a chance to win.
Last two. One.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ty.
Thank you, Ty.
To the podium. Give him space again.
How are you guys feeling? Like, what is that locker room like?
I mean, obviously a lot sucks, so guys are doing the best to keep our heads up and just move forward towards the next game.
How demoralizing are the turnovers when you start thinking you're getting a little momentum built and you just cut out from the knees and the turnovers?
Yeah, I mean, one thing we talk about is 1-0, so I mean, even if something bad does happen, we're just thinking about the next play, the next time that we can execute and do our job better. So
last time you lost to Florida State, the team responded really positively, went on a long winning streak. Do you feel like there's some ingredients from that week 1 loss that you can incorporate for the next few weeks, sir?
I mean, obviously, anytime we lose, our mindset is, like I said, 1-0. Anytime something bad happens, we're going to keep going 1-0. I definitely think that we will respond the right way.
4 sacks. What do you attribute the issues up front?
I mean, just being able to pass things off, twist. I mean, they had brought some things that we hadn't really seen, and we didn't really see. So I mean, we just gotta be better. That's all.
What did you feel there was a push up front, like in terms of run blocking? Like, were you guys providing more room for the run game this time, or how do you guys feel like you did?
I feel like we did a better job this week of getting the run game going. Obviously, when you're playing from behind, it's hard to establish the run or keep running the ball. So
yeah. Coach DeBoer said the communication this week had to be elite. How would you assess the communication tonight?
I think there was times we were really good, and I think there was times where we could have been better. So yeah.
Physically, how are you feeling? It kind of seemed like you were kind of a little bit limping at some points. Are you fine? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Was it like having Wilkins play right guard most of the night, pretty much all night?
I mean, it was good. He's a good player. He can play a lot of different positions for us. I feel very comfortable.
A lot of fans like what little things are missing in the run game. Just a few little things keeping y'all from really breaking out.
Yeah, I mean, usually when we go back and watch the film, it's like one singular piece. I mean, it's different usually every time, but it's one singular piece that just didn't go right. That maybe one guy slipped off a block late or whatever, and we just aren't able to get that big hit that we want. But I feel like one positive is it's starting to come together a little bit, and we're starting to see more longer runs.
Is there a sense of urgency? Because you guys on offense have talked a lot about how it's been good, but it hasn't quite clicked. Like you guys haven't played your best football. We're getting deep into November. Is there like, hey, we got to hit these marks that we think we're capable of?
Yeah, I mean, there definitely is urgency. Like every day, we're trying to go in there and get better. And I mean, that's what our mindset has been. It's what our mindset is going to continue to be. Eventually, we'll quit.
Coach DeBoer said he was confident in the team's ability to respond. How do you think the team will respond?
I think we'll respond great. I think we're going to come together, and it's going to be a great thing to watch.
What's the best thing you can do to maybe help that response?
Just trying to be a leader, trying to push guys to speak up and say things that might be on their chest or things they want to say. I know we got a good character with our team, so yeah.
Do you feel like there's things that are unspoken?
No, I think for the most part, everything's out there.
There seems to be in a college football playoff world, like everybody's looking at like the bigger implications of a game like this. I mean, what does that look like in the locker room? Is that brought up, whether it's CFP or SEC championship? Or
Nah. I mean, at the end of the day, if we don't win the next game, then it doesn't even matter. So we're just focused on the next game we play.
What was Coach DeBoer's message to you guys in the locker room?
Just keep our heads high. Obviously, he was talking about just how we're going to respond. Just being able to respond the right way, and he knows we will.
Did it feel similar in the locker room than after the Florida State game?
I don't even remember. I mean, obviously I remember how it felt.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the exact feeling after the game.
There was a lot of hype about their defensive line. Was that hype pretty well justified?
I mean, they were a good team. Altogether, they're a good team, but I feel like there was definitely things we could have done better as well.
Wayne, Parker, what about the blitz? They gave you guys some trouble. What are you guys going to have to work on as a group to do a little bit better out there?
It's obviously just coming in, watching the film, seeing how the block certain looks, and just execute it.
Last question for Parker.
There's been a few different combinations of offensive linemen over the last few weeks. You've been one of the constants, of course. Is that kind of something that's going to be the new normal going forward, like based on what team you're playing, possibly?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Thank you, Parker.
Thanks, Parker. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Parker.
Get this back to
Cool.